Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abu Ibrahim. I'm 21 years old. I'm a third year medical student in Birmingham University, and I live in Golders Green, London. To begin with, as I said to you, that I'm a medical student, and I come here and I see that in the West, many brothers, they say to us that the Muslim Ummah needs doctors, they need lawyers, they need scientists, they need engineers. And I disagree with that. Because there is enough Muslim doctors, there is enough lawyers, scientists, engineers. But what we lack here is Muslims that are prepared to suffer and sacrifice. There in Britain, I see Muslims. Every medical student is saying that my studies is for Islam, my studies is for the Muslims. They get their job, they get their surgery, 50, 60, 70,000 pounds a year they're earning. And then no struggle, no sacrifice. And once a year when the leaflet from Islamic Relief or Muslim Aid comes, then they send off a check for £100, £200, and that's their sacrifice for Islam. What I feel here when I come here is a sense of satisfaction. Because every time I'm in Britain, I go to study circles, I go to lectures, I go to talks, and I feel in my heart that something is empty. I watch the TV and tears roll down my face when I see the Muslims in Bosnia, Muslims in Palestine, Muslims in Kashmir. And then I come here and you feel a sense of satisfaction. You feel that you're fulfilling your duty. You feel that you are doing what the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and his companions done 1400 years ago. You feel that you achieved something. When you come here, people, they think, when you're going to Bosnia, you're sitting around and there's shells coming down, there's firing everywhere around you. They don't know that we sit here and we have kebabs. They don't know that we have ice cream and we have cake here. They don't know that we can telephone fax anywhere in the world. They don't know that this is a nice holiday for us, where you meet some of the best people you ever met in your life. People from all over the world. People from Brazil, from Japan, from China, from the Middle East, from America, North, South, Canada, Australia. All over the world you meet people. And the most important thing, you feel a true sense that you achieve something. That you come here and you achieve something. You see gains in front of your very eyes. You give dawah in Britain for 50 years, maybe one person accepts Islam. You come here in a matter of few weeks, you free maybe 200 villages. You see the Serbs, the same people that rape our brothers and sisters. You see their dead bodies lying around in the hundreds. You feel that you achieve something, and something is achieved here in a short amount of time.
My name, I use it as Abu Aman. I come from South London. Well, firstly, for the brothers in England, these groups, wherever it is, I don't want to mention any myself, everyone knows what's going on there. Now these people, they have a disease in the heart. But what they like to do in England, they like to talk. They like to organise, they like to spend money organising big conferences. Oh, and they make a talk in London Arena, and they rent out Town Hall, and I make a nice conference, and they invite people. And so the people go to these conferences and they sit down, they listen and think, MashaAllah, what a beautiful talk. MashaAllah, the brother said was right. MashaAllah. And then the talk builds up and it builds up. And they get more into talk until someone jumps out of the seat and goes, Allahu Akbar! And then what happens after that? Then after the talk they go back home and they sleep. They carry on watching Neighbours, they carry on watching Almond Way, they carry on watching Coronation Street, they eat their coffee, they drink, they eat, they stuff their faces. What life is this? Because people talk too much. What do they do with their money? They waste it on these locations for talk, and they waste printing out literature, and a lot of this literature is insulting each other. One group insults the other, next literature, the other group insults the other. If you want to see true Groupism, if you want to see true people, true Muslims with unity come to this place, then you'll see.
Some people now say that the jihad in Bosnia has been going for a few years now, and the Muslims, they're okay, they can, there's people fighting there for them, so they don't need our help anymore. But if you look in the Sharia, this is not true. Because the Muslims in the jihad, they need the help of the rest of the Muslims until the enemy is completely pushed back, until every single piece of land is taken back. Even, if you see, the people say, well, there are some mujahideen fighting there, so jihad has become a farad kifaya. But this is not true. Because whether the jihad is farad kifaya or farad ayn depends upon the emir of the jihad. And he is here. And the emir of the mujahideen here says that he needs more people, and more equipment and more everything. So for people who are sitting at home and saying that, well, they don't need people there anymore, it's not true. It's not true. Because we need as many people as we can that it takes to push these people back, these Serbs, these enemy of Allah. So we need as many people and as much money and everything that the people can send us to help us in this task. That these people, Mujahideen, come from all over the world, not just from one Arab country, but many brothers from France, from England, from everywhere, from Uganda, from Philippines, and everywhere. They come to fight here, not for no money, but fi sabilillah, for the sake of Allah, for the religion, for Islam. So this will be a good sign for them, because they will see, look, no, not the army. The army couldn't open this place. The army couldn't take this mountain, but the Mujahideen did it. Bi'idhnillah, inshaAllah. And this will give, inshaAllah, hidayah, will give guidance to the lost people, some of the lost people of Bosnia, inshaAllah, so that they can come back to their religion.